Good morning, guys, and Merry Christmas. Hope you guys had a fabulous day yesterday. We did. It wasn't too bad, actually. Still didn't feel like Christmas, but, you know. Anyway, as you can see, I've done loads. I say I. It hasn't just been me. Ellie helped me the other day. Tyler saw it out and said, can I help? Now, obviously Tyler likes painting. He's done a couple of diamond paintings and he's helped me on a couple of mine. But then he's never touched them again since. Whereas this, we had it out for hours. Now I'm wondering if I've got the right number. Yeah, 17. Yeah, me and Tyler were at it for hours. Considering we were at it for hours, you didn't get much done, but it's been so much fun. There's not much Tyler will sit and do with me. But when Ellie came over and looked and, can I help? Tyler was like, I'm doing it. So yeah, it's been a nice change. He enjoyed it. Haven't had it out since, but I didn't want to finish it without doing another whip and chat at least. I didn't upload yesterday, so I apologise for that now, but there was a lot of videos going up yesterday. I managed to go watch a couple of them when the kids didn't need me. You know what it's like when you've got young kids. They want to unbox everything, they want everything set up straight away. So it was, I don't know, a bit of disorganisation on my part. But I just have not had the Christmas spirit I normally do. It hasn't felt like Christmas at all. I don't know why. So, like, I'd normally be sorted. I mean, Ellie had a tablet for Christmas. And normally that would have been set up and almost ready to go for when she switched it on. And I hadn't done that. So I charged it. We just had to set that up Christmas Day, and then Riley wanted his Xbox setting up, and we told him the downloads, the updates and everything when it first went on would take quite a while. He said he understood. He just kept pressing the button to see what the percentage was on. I don't think it was done till like 2 in the afternoon. Excuse me, it really did take a while. And then Tyler had a brand new bigger telly. I think it's a 28-inch for his bedroom because he's an Xbox lover. So we fitted his bracket and everything, I think the day before Christmas. I say we. The other half, I was just there to kind of know, a bit lower. So we got the bracket set up. And then it was just connecting his telly up. And he's got some of those LED lights that you put around the back of the telly. That you have a little remote for, and they can dance and do all kind of fandangle things. So yeah, yesterday was really busy, so I watched a couple of videos. Thankfully I was feeling better for Christmas. I think I started to feel better 3 days before. And the kids are all good now. Hopefully they've been deep cleaning the school while the kids are off, so Tyler can go back and not be off sick again. because no doubt I'll get a letter about his attendance. Well, if you shut the school and deep cleaned it properly, you'll find a lot of people wouldn't have been off so much. But because there's been a number of schools in our area that were shut because of the norovirus. But yeah. Did everybody get what they wanted for Christmas? I did, but I had mine early. So naughty. My other half never knows what to get me because I have a ton of rings. But I tend to find they irritate my skin. This is going to sound really weird. But underneath where the ring sits, it's like, I can't explain it. My skin just becomes so itchy and almost dry. So I have bracelets, lots of them, even my Pandora one. I have watches that I don't wear. I used to. I don't see the point anymore. I've got my phone. Why do I need a watch when I've got the time on my phone? Phone's everything nowadays though, aren't they? So, yeah. So yeah, anyway, he asked what I wanted. I said, you know what, I'd just be happy with a cross-stitch chart from Heaven and Earth. And it was the Once Upon a Fairy Tale one, super size. So I now have that. And then he bought me the fabric to go with it. No. When you look at measurements on it, you've bought something, right? You look at the measurements on it and you kind of gauge in your own head how big that's going to be, don't you? Well, I do the same. Anyway, when the fabric came, I had to order it slightly bigger because the shop I was ordering from was the cheapest and it only did them in lengths of 1 metre plus. So to make sure it was big enough, 1 by 1 metre wasn't going to cut it. So I had to go for 1 metre by 1.4. Anyway, it arrived. And I also bought the fabric for the other one, the Felicia, the rainbow mermaid picture. Yeah, they both came on the same day, which was really funny. And the one I had from the wool, I think it's called the Wool Warehouse. You had the option of having it in an organza bag or not. I opted for the organza bag, of course I would. Anyway, it came, I opened it. It felt pretty thick in the bag, so I need to get this out and have a look at it to be, you know, get a better idea. Oh my God, it's huge. Absolutely humongous. You know, when you look at a project and think you've bit off more than you can chew? Yeah. No, it'll be done. I am a go big or go home kind of person. I don't like quick projects. Which you know, sorry guys, I'm knocking you, which you know already because I do the, Grafgan blankets. So you already know I'm not a small project person. Sorry guys, I'm focusing. I couldn't get that bit to cover. So yeah, I've got the chart, I've got the fabric. My other half said, how much is it going to cost in threads? I said, I don't know. He said, how can you not know? Well, you're not a cross stitcher, so you don't understand that, you know, you kind of not sure how many threads of each colour you're going to need. It gives you how many stitches. I suppose there's probably a way of working it out. But just for one of each thread, I mean, this thing has 90 colours. It was 64 something. So, and that's not even all of them, because obviously you're going to need multiple colours of one, multiple of one colour. Spit it out, because this thing is so dang huge. I'm not sure if I've showed you guys the picture. Hold on. Oops, that was a bit much. Give me a second, I'll show you anyway. I'm not sure I'll be able to show you the fabric though, it's blinking huge. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to order all the threads for page 1. And while I'm working on page 1, I'll order all the rest. I say, when I looked at the thread, I had to look at page 1 and Supersize and Felicia. Felicia, you use about 70 odd threads on just on the first page alone, so I need almost all the colours just for page 1. And then the other one, 37, there's about 50 threads I think on page 1. Don't quote me on that, it's not, you know, exact. But I will show you. And I even offered Kelly after Christmas. She loves reading as much as I do, if not more so, to be honest. So I made her an offer. I gave her the, you know, you don't have to say yes, but I'm offering, if you buy the fabric and all the threads it needs, I will stitch you the Supersize, the Once Upon a Fairy Tale Supersize as well. Yeah, I said that before the fabric came, but I would still do it. And she said, only if you finish my, I'll tell you what, she said, you finish my blanket, then I'll let you. I tell you what, I think it was, what, 2 days later? I finished her blanket and gave it to her, right before the kids broke up. She was well chuffed. It's only that, like, Tunisian stitch entrelac blanket, so it's just like patchwork squares, but she loves it, and the blinking thing is huge, absolutely huge, because she did have a king size bed, but when I was 3/4 of the way done with the blanket, she ditched the 3/4 bed, she ditched the king size bed and went with a plain double. So this thing kind of drapes the bed very, 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 very well. But she still loves it, and when she's having a bad day with her lupus and stuff, she can just cuddle up on the settee with her blanket. Yeah, I'll show you that picture now, hang on. And I'm in my PJs today. It's raining outside, it's grey, it's horrible, so I'm not going anywhere. I'll just turn this thing backwards. Right, let me just see what you can see. I'm not sure if I showed it you before, but that's the Supersize cross stitch I'll be doing. And I'll also, I think I have showed you this one before, we'll be doing Felicia. So I'll be working on them two side by side, as well as Kelly's. But the fabric alone for the Supersize cost me £29 plus some change. Yeah. So I should have known from that really how big this thing was going to be. And it is, I've been sort of a cheat. But when I worked on Ellie's, and that's a lot smaller, I found it hard going, getting the stitches in the right place, counting the squares and whatever. So I've bought the Easy Grid 25 count even weave. And we'll see how that goes. But I'm so excited, I can't wait to start it. But I found a cheap place, I think that's also the Wool Warehouse, that do the DMC threads, 69p each for an 8 metre skein, which is pretty good because everywhere else online seems to be like more up towards £1 plus. And if you order £25 worth of threads, you get free delivery, so looks like I'll be going down that road. I think it was £25.50 odd for 37 threads. I did find them for 50p a thread, but that was in Canada and I'd have to pay for shipping, so I don't actually know if there's anywhere local that sells them. I'd have to look. My other half just shakes his head at me. He's like, why do you have to have so many things on the go? Because I love them all, and when I'm bored of one I can just move on and do something else for a bit. He keeps hinting at me that our blankets, you know, still needs to be made. I did a couple of rows yesterday. And I was kind of working it out, how long it would take me if I did, let's say, 4 rows every day. I forget how many rows this blinking blanket is. It's something like 300 rows. I think. So yeah, I was working through it. How long would it take me if I did 2 rows every day? And then how long would it take me if I did 3 rows every day? Because I'd like to have it finished within a year, but it's going to be hard going. The colour changes are fanatical. But I'm just itching to get started. Itching's not even in it, I keep staring at the chart. I thought I'd messed up then. Possibly, because you've got this line here, but then you've got this line here which inserts there, so I don't know. Is it my mess up or theirs? Possibly mine. But you know what, I don't care. I have been thoroughly enjoying doing this. So have my kids. Ellie's been bugging me to get her one now. But Ellie always wants to try all the crafts I do. Yeah, I don't blame her. You know, she's very similar to me in the sense that she will try anything, craft-wise. But I was watching a lady who does floss tube videos, Carla Bean Crafty, her YouTube name is. And she was doing a WIP parade, and she was showing all her cross stitches that she's been working on. And she showed these 2 cushions. No, 1. She's got 2, but no, only one of them. It's a black cat. It is a cross stitch, but it's done with wool instead of floss, which would make it a bit easier, let's say, if I wanted to get Ellie to do it, because she wants to. I have been trying to teach her cross stitch, and I'm just thinking that kit that Carla showed might be a little bit easier for Ellie, so I wrote down the name of the kit. And it's a black cat. Now there's 2 of these, that's why I got confused. You've got the one black cat that faces one way, and then you've got the twin cushion with the cat facing the other, so they face each other. And it looks like, a little bit like the same canvas you use for latch hook rugs, sort of. So, I'm thinking I might have a look for them for next Christmas for her. I mean, she's got diamond paintings. Riley was so excited. He got a Minion diamond painting and a Woody. His 2 favourite things in the whole world. Woody and Minions. I was a little shocked how excited he got, but and if you ask them what their favourite part of Christmas Day was, it was the dinner. I have to agree with them. You can't beat Christmas dinner. I even have been busy this week. Now I call it a Christmas cake, but when I say that, you guys will instantly think fruit cake, and it's not. No one in my house likes fruit cake. So I did a basic sponge, layered it, butter icing, and then I put fondant icing on it, and I made it look like a Christmas present. So, and then I've been making the trifle ready for Christmas, and the only person in the house that won't eat it is Tyler. So fussy my kids are, honestly. With normal food I kind of understand it, but with trifle, really? Can't beat trifle. Oh dear, let's go. Where did I just put that? There it is. Number 14. I have got to go back and touch up where Tyler did. I don't think the light was right when we did it, because when you've got like this colour here, you can see like the little white bits in the edge, but you couldn't see them at the time. So I'm thinking, oh no! It's not good to put your arm in wet paint, is it? Tell you what, we'll start over here. My eldest son was gutted. He had to work Christmas afternoon. And that's what you get when you work with special needs children who live in a home. You know, they still have to be seen to and got up and have their dinner, and dad absolutely died of shock. He turned up. Oh my gosh, what day was it? Monday? No. Can't have been Tuesday, that was Christmas Eve, so it must have been Saturday. He didn't tell me he was coming. My sister-in-law rang me and gave me the heads up. He's just left ours. He didn't tell us he was coming and he's now on his way to you. So, quick mad whip around the house, make sure everything's tidy. It's like too close to Christmas, isn't it? You got other things to be planning and getting done. And so yeah, it was a nice surprise to see him. Him and my brother have now made up. They haven't been talking for the longest time. But like I keep saying, life's too short. You know, losing mom, that should have brought it home to you. You two need to sort it out. And they have, so that was nice. Really, really nice. And he came bearing gifts as well. He left a huge gift bag for me and my other half. He gave me a card, which I don't know. I don't like opening cards in front of people. Perhaps that's just me. I don't. So I waited till he left. And then inside there, he'd left me a gift voucher for Asda, 50 quid. I was shocked. He gave my kids each some money, which I then let them spend before Christmas. So it's been good. It has been good. Yeah, my dad had to work Christmas Day as well, because he's a mobile carer. He cares for people in their own homes. He's done that almost since my mum died. Not quite. Oh guys, I tell you what, you need to try. It's not for everyone. I get that. But this is so therapeutic. Yeah. Even Tyler was quite happy. I think it was about 2 hours we sat here for. Doesn't look like you got much done in 2 hours, but to be honest, I really don't care how much I do or don't get done. I'm just enjoying the process. I'm looking into getting Ellie one, maybe for her birthday or next Christmas. I've kind of got to plan Christmas well ahead of time, otherwise I don't have the finances, so I can look into some craft things for her. So paint by numbers. She had a unicorn, I don't even know what they're called, scraper foil for Christmas. And the ones I did when I was young, the scraper foil thingies, they were either silver or gold. There was no colour, whereas the ones nowadays are all like rainbow, and that's what her unicorn is, rainbow. Right, I'm going to let you guys go in a minute and enjoy the rest of your holidays. I probably will put one up on New Year's Day. I never get round to using the big brush because I'm just so focused on getting the outline done that I just end up filling it in as I go. And then I don't have to worry about then going out the line with the big brush, which I have done. I've ended up having to patch up over it. Tyler did it as well a number of times. I'd have to patch it back up for him. But it's been fun. Anyway, guys, I will leave you guys there. And when you next see this, it'll probably be right down here. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your holidays. I hope you had an awesome Christmas. And I hope you have just as an amazing New Year as well. Okay, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.